Welcome back to Business by Tarot. This reading is for all small businesses or those of you who want to become business owners for the month of May. I'm going to do a collective reading. So thank you for joining me. I am going to start with the business tarot deck, and then I'll clarify the reading with traditional tarot with those cards you may be more familiar with. I recommend you watch your sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign to get a complete picture. And if you know the launch date of your business, that's its birthday, you can watch that sign too. So thank you again for joining me. Thank you for all of you who like, subscribe, and share my channel. We have a lot more views than subscribers, so I really appreciate those of you who do subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, and you'll get notifications if you like on future readings. All right, I'm going to do a Celtic cross for this. We're going to start with product 10. Try and get everything lined up. Product 3. This deck to clarify later. Philanthropy. See that? I think you can see all this. Data 7. Crisis management. Card in view here for you. Money Ace, and then we have product manager, experience, data 5, and data 8. Okay. So first of all, in your current state, product 10, this card is telling me that you're taking on a lot of activity or a lot of action, or just taking on way, like this is, if you're familiar with those like 1-7 cards, you know, where there's so many options, you know, this is product 10. This is on so many options on steroids. You can see that this forklift driver may not be able to handle all of these boxes. Some things are going to fall and collapse. Some things are going to just fall through the cracks. We're going to see where this reading goes and how to clarify, but there's a lot going on. There's just so much going on. And in the problem position with product 3, in this card, this tells me that you probably already are in business and that you have a lot of experience. You can see he's a mature man. He's already collected those items, those products or services that he's selling. But he's also thinking about the future. He is contemplating how he can grow this business. So being that this is in the problem position, I'm seeing now that you're trying to grow and expand, and you're wondering how to do that. And you're also wondering how you can expand without a lot of things just falling through the cracks or collapsing. Because just as in any business, growing pains can be a problem. And bigger is not always better. More money is not always making you more profitability in a business. So I see this as this reading, as you really want to expand, you really want to grow, you really want more customers, and you're trying to figure out how to make that happen. And in the past, with number 20, you have the philanthropy card. Money is not as important to you in your business. The value and the quality of the product or service that you're selling is more important to you. And here in the future with data 7, you are still putting out fires. So I see this as some kind of growing pains, not necessarily that it's a bad thing, but you are putting out fires, and you're able to do this on your own. You're able to handle this. As I said, the 7 cards typically have so many options, and you have data 7 into data 8. Data is analyzing, in this deck, data is analyzing all the metrics in your business. Product could be product or service. Philanthropy is a major arcana card in this deck, as well as in your conscious thoughts, crisis management. So you're consciously thinking about what it is that you're doing so that you don't cause a crisis. You could see that she's sitting here having a cup of coffee, staring at the shark, and she doesn't seem to be worried, but she's contemplating what happens if I do encounter a crisis. So you're thinking about what happens if I do encounter a crisis? How am I going to handle that? And subconsciously, with the money ace card, this is a very positive card. This is new finances, new material wealth, new things coming in. It's a message that you have enough. And you could see the team of people that are working in this business, they have enough. They're contemplating, do we have enough to make this growth plan happen? So you're looking for, if this card tells me that you do have the finances to make it happen, and you're concerned now about how it's going to happen. Are there any potential crises that's in the top of your mind? How are you going to handle this? How are you going to juggle all of these activities going on in your business? But the Data 7 card tells me that you've been really keeping tabs on what it will take. And being that he's sitting here alone, tells me that this is you alone will be able to handle and putting out these fires. Now in the stack here, going forward into the future. So internal things, this is internally in your mind. You want to expand, you want to take your product or service on the road. This is the product manager card. You can see he's boarding the plane. He's ready to launch. He's ready to go. He's ready to expand. So this tells me as part of your inner thoughts going through all this, you're really looking for some expansion. And the experience card in the external world, pay attention to messages that you're going to receive. I want you to notice how these divine downloads, and when tarot readers or any metaphysical person talks about divine downloads, we're talking about what's the inspiration you get intuitively, what are the messages you read. I've had people see a message on the back of a car or a license plate, and it gives them an idea for their business. Pay attention to the things that you see, pay attention to whoever your divine is, pay attention to however you may subconsciously meditate and think about things, because these two people, it looks like they're struck by lightning, but what they're really struck with are ideas that all these other people do not see. This card tells me that externally, you're going to be seeing a path that's going to help you expand this business that your competition doesn't see, that other new business owners who are launching do not see. And you're going to take a path that's going to be so unique, it's going to provide you with a niche that's going to give you the competition. But with Data 8, this is your hopes and fears. You're still worried about losses. You're still worried about the past. This is focusing on the past. You're still focusing on what didn't work. If you're launching a business for the first time, you may be reading about stories about people who have failed, and you're bringing this into your hopes and fears. And if you notice, there are still opportunities here for growth that people do see. So he's hanging on to that data, that information that will help him grow and expand. So you've got to let go here in your hopes and fears of what doesn't work. And in the outcome, the Data 8 card. This is a message, don't be blinded by what you have. They're letting go of what doesn't work. And see how she's peeking up the blindfold? Start paying attention to the future. Start paying attention to where you grow. This is what the outcome is going to be. You will be able to see how you're going to implement this path others do not see. You'll be able to see how you can expand your business on this road. All right, so let's start clarifying here. Thank you for, again, for sticking with me here, and I hope this reading resonates with you. I'm going to see if I can clarify this by spreading these cards out instead of just grabbing them in order. All right, so the product 10 card, yeah, you have the 9 of Swords. So this tells me that you're really worried. This is some kind of fear, it's some kind of stress. It could be you stress that you're positive stress. Every business owner, I've had several businesses, they're stressed with every one of them. Sometimes we become addicted to stress. And if things are going too smoothly, we worry about, oh my gosh, they're going too smoothly, something's going to happen. So this is a message that you're still having some nightmares about that. And you really have to let that go. Let's see, with product 3, you have the 6 of Cups. Again, you're still thinking about things in the past. And you may be working, because this is a nostalgia card, this is telling me it could be some people you worked with in the past that you are absolutely worried about and thinking about, or you could be bringing in some people from the past who are giving you advice on how to handle this. Yeah, and the 5 of the philanthropy with the 5 of Pentacles. Now this tells me with the philanthropy card, you're thinking of all the things that you have given away in the past. You're thinking of how you've given some of your business away and you've received nothing back for it. So this is a card of scarcity. It's a card of feeling left out. It's a card of weakness. I mean, don't let your customers, don't let people, be careful of letting your fears get out so other people see your fear. But in the future, here with the data 7, being able to handle all these fires, you have the 6 of Wands. This is major, major public recognition and growth. So you will be, I see you as being able to overcome these challenges on taking on too much of how am I going to grow, how am I going to manage it all. But the 6 of Wands does tell me that you will be growing into expansion, public recognition. People will honor you. And I really think that this is coming from this experience card. When you finally get to the point here in the future where you're going to be able to let go of what doesn't work and you're not going to worry about what doesn't work and you're just going to just focus on expansion. All right, crisis management, you have the 9 of Wands. This makes sense because you're almost at the finish line here, currently in your outer thoughts with the 9 of Wands. You're worried about a crisis coming forward. You're worried, should I continue? Should I stop? Should I grow? And this is a message saying you're almost at the finish line, don't give up. And with the money ace card, you have the Queen of Cups. Now, she is someone that you can go to for advice. She is someone that you can go to who will listen. Thank you. I need to get some tea here. So I really think that, and she's also showing the cup that she does have, cups represent emotion, but they also have, what do I want to say? The positive emotion that you will feel when you do have some finances. So think about, because this is a feeling card, think about what it will feel like if you do have the finances that you need to make this happen. How would you feel? There's a lot of positive thinking on that. There's a lot of books that you can read. Yeah, here we go. The 8 of Wands with the product manager. This is your internal thinking. You are going to be paying attention to a lot of information that's coming to you through the airwaves. This is fast moving. He's on a jet plane. Things are going to move quickly here. You want things to move quickly. Pay attention to the information that you're going to receive from the universe, your internet, even your spam email. I actually started an online business just by paying attention to the subject lines I was receiving in all my junk email. And it gave me an idea on how to launch an online business just from paying attention to that. So really pay attention. The Knight of Wands with the experience card. This is some kind of action coming in, some kind of event. This is, Wands is card of enterprise, entrepreneurship. So somebody is going to give you an idea with this experience card that's going to launch in your thoughts some type of new beginning, some kind of path others do not see. And I was hoping for this, the Justice card with Data 5. You know, again, focusing on your losses because you have the Data 5 with the 5 of Pentacles. And Justice is the Karma card, the card of scales. So what you've been putting out, you get back. It's sort of like a boomerang. You've been putting out a lot of activity. You've been putting out, perhaps with your philanthropy card, you've been putting out a lot of free advice in your business. If you're a services business or a product business, maybe you're just lowered your prices, gave some things away. But the karma card tells me that things will come back in your favor. And for data 8, the outcome. Wow. Okay, collective. Who's ever connecting with this reading? Wow. The Wheel of Fortune. What a great ending. So let go of what's not working. Let this new path others do not see, this new inspiration that you get. When the Wheel of Fortune comes, it's good luck, it's good timing. It's a card of you've got to take some action. When you get the idea, just don't let it lapse, because it's a perfect opportunity. What a great collective reading. I hope those of you who are entrepreneurs, those of you who are watching for the first time, those of you who are thinking of starting a business, it looks like you're going to go through a little bit of this thought process and a little bit of this angst, but it's primarily in your head. But the future looks very positive. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.